Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilka. I'm an empath, and I just like doing these little talks on how I feel about things. And well, feel pretty nostalgic today. I started watching. They just released the Dark Crystal. Whoa, that's Benny getting a squirrel. There's a squirrel up there. Do you see him? Where'd it go? Where'd it squirrel? Benny, you tried to get a squirrel. You were on the guard, Benny. Good job, Benny. High alert, Benny. Benny came out, sat on the sunny chair where I did a video. Messed up your towel, bud. So Marge Benny messed it up real good. Marge Benny instinct kicked in. Marge Benny didn't care about no sunny tower, no sunny chair. Came to God for a second. Marge Benny. So I started on Netflix Flex recently. They re-released the series Dark Crystal. Well, I wanted to go back and rewatch the original. I've talked about Dark Crystal in my other videos before, and I had White Butterfly. I started watch it because I was like I was already into it. So evidently, recently I started watching it. But I finished it last night, and you know, it's just so apropos into the time and age as to where we are, you know, with dark and light. And you know, I like to identify as like a mystic named Marge, you know, and a lot of us generation that saw it, that watched it the first time around, you know, it planted seeds in our minds. That's what programming is. It gives you an idea about something, and if it aligns with the vibration that beats in your heart, then you're going to be drawn more toward things like that, you know, the mystics, you know, and so there's a lot of people that are lived as the sexskis. I can't. My mouth and my it doesn't want to say the word, but lived as the old bird-like things, you know, the old, that squander and take the essence of freaking all others for their own betterment and all that nasty stuff. That's, you know, there ain't a lot left. It's dying, and people are stepping in and up into their light and what they want to do. You know, they're starting to believe themselves more than other people, and that just feels really freaking good. So I'm wearing this shirt. I haven't worn it in a while. I have this big old huge. Well, it's not huge by comparison to other people's, but I have a pretty significant wardrobe that I used to wear a lot more often. I got rid of a lot of it when I moved out here to Oregon from Nebraska. You know, I started living a more simpler life, but this is the one that stayed. And I just looked at a picture that was taken at my friend, my father figure dad-like guy, at his 50th birthday party, and he just turned 63 on the 1st. It's funny, all these New Year's Eve babies, you know, the beginning of September, all these New Year babies are born, and I'm being born right now, and I have a 0.5 whose birthday's today. I wished her a happy birthday. It's a half-sister. We have the same father, but we don't have the same father. She got a different version than I did. So what else is going on in the world? Looking at this, the pictures at freaking the Bahamas, man. Just gotta breathe through that stuff. Yeah, that's some serious tragedy right there. That's, you know, and there's a way, you know, one of the reasons why I do that, there's a few different reasons why I do these videos. One is video journal for my nieces. One is a video journal possibly for me later in life. If my memory doesn't hold up quite so well, I could use these as reference as to the olden days. Another one is to set good intention of how I want to see the world, because I have, you know, there's a way the world that the world was supposed to be, you know, like if the mystics, like my ancestors, if they were free to live as they were living before other people intruded, and then if the intruders would have just learned our ways, just think about what this country and this nation would be, you know. And then you would have had the Teslas that have come along that, you know, and with cooperation, because cooperation is nature's way. You know, everybody could have free electricity, but somehow the greedy, the sex skis or whatever, the ugly birds got sucked all the efforts, and money became so much more important than people. And that's why the world is the way it is because that's the imbalance, is that money became more important than people. Because if people was more important, then justice would be something, and it's not really much of anything. I see the justice system now, and it wasn't intended to be this way. Of course, you know, things are made, you know, with good intentions. It wasn't supposed to be that way, you know. Well, when people allow behavior, then they condone it. And if you don't speak up, you know, who knows how my life is going to end, how my story is going to end. You know, there's people that get freaking weird stuff happens to them, you know. They share their truth, they talk about what they know, and weird stuff happens. And, you know, if anything ever happened to me, at least I know that, you know, like a lot of these other people that are passing on under weird circumstances, at least I'll go knowing I'm living my truth, you know. That I'm not going to just be scared and quiet and, you know, let the world fall down around me without my effort of good intention. There's a lot of karma that was connected and created over the last 200, less than 50 years. Now Pluto-Saturn return is coming around, and I tell you what, things are going to get real uncomfortable for a lot of people. I know this because I'm working through mine. I'm working through my karma. But along the way, I got some gifts that I never thought I'd get. I got a relationship with my mom. Benzo, is just so handsome and smart and funny to you. Got a relationship with my mom, and it's a real good one. We didn't necessarily have one when I was growing up. She had her own demons, her own traumas, and, you know, she was a single mom in the freaking 80s, 70s, you know, hard times, and freaking, you know, nobody helped her, you know. So I know that freaking if she can do it, I can do it. And I don't get a whole lot of help from people in this world, but you know what? I get a lot of strength from my mom. And now, because of all the, you know, a lot of the uncomfortableness that we've both experienced the last couple of years, you know, we've grown to our relationship has grown at a higher level, and this freaking drives me crazy. These are military helicopters. It's just another club. It's just another group of men that get to use their fun tools whenever they want, and then they charge us, the United States, millions of dollars because they say it's out of security, but they're out just for a joyride. They ain't doing nothing. They're just out flying in a helicopter. Why? Because they can, and the cost isn't on them. And that's the greatness in which this country has been built, passing the buck, you know, passing it off. So, you know, it's a group of selected few get to live the life, everything that they want, on the backs of so many others, you know. And now it's like, you can't even say anything, because everybody's like, don't be mean, don't be mean, don't be mean. You know what I think is mean? These freaking scumbags that make $140,000 a year, while they try to take, you know, why they put people through the stress, emotional stress of, you know, if they're going to lose their place to live, for like $700 a month, you know. Why put them through it? Why people put through that? Well, because there's people that are like cats, and there's cats that like fear, you know. I heard a story about how cats like to play with their prey, because when a prey illuminates, fear has a smell, right? Right? Freaking some entities get off on that. Some cops do, you know. Are you scared? You think you're going to get a ticket? You can't afford it, you know? Can't afford a ticket? Are you scared? What are you going to do for me? You know, all that stuff. It's all freaking growing away. I've always spoke out about it. That's why I don't have a whole lot of friends, because, you know, people don't support people that are, you know, have wild ideas unless... I don't know, I guess. That's been my experience. I see it all over the place. The stuff that I see trending on YouTube and stuff like that, I'm just like, nah, I don't want to be a part of that crap anyway. That's all low-vibey junk, man. That's all like a group of people freaking glorifying one person, you know, and it's just so they can travel around and do what they want and have a lot of fun. And it's not for me, you know. The world got greedy and gross, and you know, one of the things that like you can't get mad though. You can't get mad about it, because if you get mad about it, then you get more reasons to get mad. Like, don't get mad because rich people get always, you know, get to do what they want, and they get to avoid jail and stuff like that. And you know, like those freaking parents that bribe, you know, because you couldn't spend enough time with your kids to teach them stuff, so you freaking had to bribe people for them to go to these college universities, you know. And it's just insane, man. It's insane. But we live in a society that will attack and berate the people that speak on the insanity, and then go out, I voted today, and it's freaking insane. So I just kind of sit back and watch. My tube here is for the sensitives, you know. This is not for the egoic. This is not for the overambitious, you know, the people that seek third 40 profits. I'm not for you. You know, we all have our path, and we all have an incarnation, you know. And some spirits, like, people have told me since I was a little girl I was an old soul. I was born an old soul, you know. Well, there's a lot of people that are new souls. Well, that's fine. We can all coexist and live together. But if you're a new soul and you're trying to freaking interrupt the peace and serenity of which I'm trying to make, new soul, old soul, I ain't gonna let it happen. So, I don't know. Stand strong in your convictions. You know, when it's your truth, speak it if you feel the need. If not, let it go. Just don't touch other people in violence and in anger. Just don't touch other people unless it's in love and you have permission. So that's all I got. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.